Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. AJ's in bed with me.
Today is not Monday, Tuesday.
You're right. Today is Tuesday.
Yeah.
So a happy Tuesday. We are waking up. It's 8 a.m. and watching the news. 8 a.m. And I'm going to clean this mess up today. So 3 hours later, because it's 10 after 11 right now, and I started about 8, I got the bedroom a lot better than what it was. It was pretty messy with clothes, and it was just so insane. And I just had to get in here and work. So I moved the desk, and this isn't even my desk. It's a temporary desk. My desk is at Ryan's. Nobody wants to haul it up. Like, the legs are engraved within the desk. So yeah, that's a mess. It really is. And right now, I just put it on this wall, which I like better because I have access to that window. Over here, you can see where AJ has ruined my bedding with Sharpies when we were living at Abby's. So that's not fun. And I have more bedding. I just have to get it out. I'm scared to see if it's bled through, which I know it did to my big white down blanket. It's part of having kids, I guess. Over here, I moved the mirror, and I have these 4 boxes, which is primarily desk stuff. There's a few other things in there that I need to kind of sort through. That can be a different weekend. This has to be stored away. These are dresser clothes, and my headboard, I need a new, leg for it. And I either had to have somebody make it or try to find maybe new legs for both sides. So it's just kind of sitting there. I did get the lamps out. I got the floor all cleaned up. The closet, let me show you the closet. It looks better, but I'm still having storage issues. So it's not going to be easy for me to get up there to hang stuff. I think it's great, but it's still going to be pretty hard. So right now, some of my summer stuff is still in boxes. I have a lot of shoes. I just hung up my everyday shoes, like for work. And then more dresser stuff up there. But yeah, it's just like a lot. This lamp will actually go on the dresser. But this is doable. Like, it's much better than it was before. And now I'm going to move on into the rest of the house and get it cleaned up. These are all coats that I need to hang up. This is my dresser underneath it, and that Brian said he hopefully would maybe be off work early today and get it put together. So hopefully that works. I had these in AJ's room. I've got to get put up, and I just had AJ stop. So I'm really happy, you guys. Ryan came in. He got my dresser done. It's the last piece of furniture that I really want to get done, that I have to get done. And AJ is laying down, by the way. I got the bedding off, and it's getting washed. But that marker did not go through, so I might just leave this for a minute. Those boxes over there next to the treadmill, those I will probably go through over the weekend. Maybe not. It's just mostly desk stuff, I think, and just random things. So I need to go through those and find a home for everything, but it's really not at the top of my list right now. I've been really tired from doing so much cleaning and getting stuff together, and yeah. But I did bring in, sorry, I was picking up. I did bring a chair in from the kitchen little area. It actually looks fine. It matches that, and it works. So I'm just going to use that in here. And yeah, I'm happy with it. I think that mirror will go on that far wall after everything's said and done, but I just didn't do that today. But I really like the tall ceilings too. It's a nice room. Hey everybody. So I wanted to kind of give you some updates. Right now I am cleaning up the kitchen for making some food, and I thought now would be a good time as ever to film the update. So my friend from work is leaving. Tomorrow will be her last day, And I'm really gonna miss her. But I understand because, you know, there's just been some not so fun things going on at work, and bonuses weren't what was expected, but I mean, it's a bonus, so how can anybody say anything? We've taken on more work, more responsibilities, but everybody in the company's bonus was cut more than in half. And that was pretty hard. In addition to that, I realized that, you know, like pay. Let's talk about pay for a minute. The way I see it is my job responsibilities have went like off the charts compared to what they were when I started, which is great. You know, I know what I'm doing. I'm comfortable in my job. I keep saying that. But it's upsetting to see people cut corners, not justify it, not talk about it, and then offer different other people more money. So I decided I was going to ask for a raise. And I had a number in mind. They came $2 shy of that number. The number was $5 higher than what I'm making now. And I'm going to stay there. I have, you know, it's still really good money. But, you know, me and Laura talk about this a lot. Like, what is a livable wage? It's different for everybody, I suppose. But my boss pretty much like, excuse me, like, you know, says he makes a livable wage. I beg to differ on that. So when I talked to him about the raise, and I made it real clear that I really wanted it, or there's a good chance I'm leaving. He said what people want to spend and what the job pays are not necessarily the same thing. I get that. I get it. But, you know, we're billing so much money. We have major, and I don't want to say like all the hospitals, but we have major contracts with some local hospitals, many local hospitals, many that are far as well. And, you know, you're talking billing them, like the billings for some of them go, probably over 200 grand a month, just on like one hospital group. So, I don't know. It's just upsetting. So, me and Laura have some things that we're working on. I'm not going to talk too soon about it. I'm going to wait and then when the time's right, I will tell you guys everything about it. But I am currently job hunting because I want more money. I believe I'll get it. And I was also reading an article about employees who stay in their job long term over those who switch jobs every few years, every couple of years. They get paid way more. Now think about that, you know? Like, gone are the days of staying somewhere and retiring from there. Like, that shit doesn't happen anymore at all. So I don't know. You know, I have, just like many of you, all of you most likely, I have responsibilities and obligations, and this apartment is not cheap. This apartment is $1,200 a month. I pay half and half, like, out of each check. And it's not like Section 8 or, God, I freaking wish. And that's okay because I have some income, extra income and different things, but I just have to be a lot more careful. And I believe with all the work that I've done for this company, that what I'm asking for is not unreasonable. And he was like, you're very invaluable, blah, blah, blah. He told me a while back, and I'll share it with you guys when I get the answer. He told me that when I'm ready to know, when I'm ready to figure out how to really get rich and make money, to let him know. Now, I really kind of thought, hey, that's going to be a deep question. And do I really want to get into that, you know, after a long work day, blah, blah, blah. He's busy as hell. I know he is. And I like my boss. I just want to say that. I like him. I like his wife. But I don't know that they are appreciating their employees the way they think they should. So I don't really know exactly what I'm doing in terms of work. I mean, obviously I have to keep my job until I find something else. I can't go without an income. I'm just concerned about switching jobs. It's never an easy thing for me because, you know, I like routine. I like knowing what I'm doing. I'm not huge on liking a lot of surprises. And I worry about moving jobs. But I believe in my heart that, you know, there's better jobs out there that can support us better. A couple of those jobs, like the one with Laura, when that is a go, that's a go. That's like nothing else. Whatever I'm doing, I'm quitting most likely. And I'm going with her. Now, depending on how long that takes, which she doesn't even suspect it to take that long, I am kind of looking around, keeping my ears open, reaching out to a few places, but I do have things happening with that. I just don't feel that comfortable discussing it right now. And I know I look crazy tonight. I came home. I don't know what you guys do, but as soon as I get home, most of the time, it's getting comfortable clothes. Sometimes I come straight in and take a shower. Wasn't that kind of day. I don't really feel that way. I'm getting ready to lay AJ down in a minute. It's 8:07 p.m. And I have more updates that I'll probably record after I get out of the shower. But, yeah, the job situation is just so complex. It's just like, I just don't want to make a wrong decision. And, you know, Ryan is pretty supportive, but, you know, he doesn't pay my bills. He pays a lot of AJ's bills, but a lot of mine he does not pay. And, you know, really, why should he? He's got his own bills. And I did a budget with Laura last month for November, December. And we really, worked hard at it, too. And let me tell you, it was kind of eye-opening because I just spent too much on takeout food. And I know that's because I was at Abby's house, didn't necessarily want to go home every day for lunch, and so I didn't, and I ate out, and I spent a fortune.
Mama?
Yes. Okay, so here I am. I'm back to finish up this vlog. I've had a shower. Well, I put AJ to bed. I've had a shower. I've cleaned up the kitchen, as you already saw. I still need to get my work clothes out. Right now, I'm on my phone. I think it's about 9 o'clock. Hold on. It is actually 9:39. And as I was saying with my job, I'm very conflicted about what to do. The pay is pretty decent, but not the number I wanted. And since they just gave me that $2 pay raise, it's not like I'm going to get another raise anytime soon. And I'm not sure who I'm going to have to work with because who knows who they'll hire. Like 4 people are gone from there that just left. A gentleman that I worked with since day one that I liked so much left today. Today was his final day. My girlfriend Carrie, tomorrow is her final day. I think people overall feel a sense of being taken for granted. And I think people only will put up with that for so long. I feel that way too. I'm just really conflicted. So again, nothing fast, nothing brash. I've actually applied at a few places through Indeed, and then I've had some other people reach out to me, and one of them is a work from home job for $26.62 an hour. That's pretty fucking good. So I don't know. We're gonna find out. And like, I'm not scared to say my pay was like 21, and then he raised it to 23. That still doesn't cover my bills in a substantial way. I wanted 25. I wanted what Ryan makes. We'll see. I believe that I can get more money going elsewhere. But I also know my job really well, and I mean, it keeps me insanely busy. I'm just kind of with the other friends feeling a little taken for granted, and I need more money. But I have other income streams, and maybe I'll do a video about that. I'm not comfortable talking about it in full right now. But you know, there's other income coming in, even money from Ryan when I need it. So, you know, I'm grateful for the raise. I feel like it's well deserved and well earned. And, you know, I don't work for free. And one thing I kept telling my coworker, not my boss yet, I'd probably find a more tactful way of saying it, but I don't train people. I don't get paid to train people. That is an additional fee. It's not a part of my everyday job. And I'm really not training people because my workload keeps me so busy and so like bogged down that there's no way in hell that I can train somebody and keep up my workload and do what I'm supposed to do. And I think that if I'm to do something like that, I should be paid more. Sorry, that's just how I feel. I don't work for free, and I'm starting to talk more about money, at least with the people I need to talk to about it, like my boss and his wife. You know, they don't want anybody talking at work about their pay. I understand that, but people do talk. And that was a point of contention for for Carrie. Over someone else coming in later, doing less work, getting paid more. Obviously, that's going to cause animosity and tension. So there's just all kinds of things going on at this little hub, and it's such a busy place. It's such a family-owned place. I love my bosses. I truly do, and I value my relationships and what I've learned from them. But I'm not sure if it's somewhere I should stay. So I'm just kind of exploring my options and going from there. Let's talk about Christmas. Christmas. Oh, goodness, Christmas. I had everybody over here, and, well, let me rewind. When I woke up, we waited on it to become 8 o'clock so Ryan could be here and open the presents with AJ and watch him, really. And so We had such a fun time. AJ loved every one of his gifts. He had so much fun unwrapping them. He's a happy little boy, and he was so glad that he got all the things he asked for, with the exception of a new iPad. He's not getting that right now. But he got everything he asked for and then some. And we just had a really lovely time. I made a Christmas brunch, did not film it. I'm sorry, you guys, but with moving and trying to pull off Christmas with food and having guests and all that, I just didn't have the time or energy to film. But I made a white chocolate croissant casserole. It's the Pioneer Woman. I don't know. I think I put too much orange zest in it, and it was strong. And then scrambled eggs, sausages. We had all kinds of meats and cheeses. We actually had meats and cheeses on Christmas Eve, and my mom was supposed to be over on Christmas Eve. AJ was going to open gifts from her, and we were going to have like a get-together, and we were going to have a bunch of hors d'oeuvres sitting out, and I bought a bunch of different little things to make. The meatball, like the meatballs and the chili sauce and the grape jelly. This was very non-traditional, even for us, but it was easy. Pigs in a blanket, a beautiful cheese tray with meats, fruit salad. We just had a bunch of delicious snacks. Well, my mom didn't show up because, I don't know, she had actually went out with my daughter the night before, but they didn't drink. I mean, they had one cocktail, but no one else got sick. But my mom got like seriously ill, ended up in the ER here, got out in time to give AJ presents, say hello, and fly out to Houston. Within a day, but the doctor was like, she's not contagious at all. It's a stomach bug, okay? So she gets on the plane to Houston, and I guess she's okay. She sleeps, I guess, most of that flight. When she gets off the plane, she's back to being sick and back in the ER. She's just now starting to feel better. So I've really kind of felt bad for her. It's never fun to be sick like that. I actually talked to my sister for a while. It's really interesting talking to her because I know people think we don't get along, and maybe we haven't always gotten along. But every time I speak to her on the phone, she surprises me somehow. And I actually appreciated the conversation a lot. So, I enjoyed talking to her. I didn't get to see her. She's in Florida. And then, like I said, the next morning, AJ was opening presents, and we had that beautiful brunch. Brittany was over. I did not see Jackson. Nobody is seeing Jackson. It's like such a concern, yet we're trying to accept his privacy, I guess. I don't know. It's such a mess, and my mom didn't see him. I haven't seen him. Brittany barely sees him. Like, I don't know. That kid's going to make me have therapy because I miss him so much. And I don't want to, like, cross the line of, like, showing up and him not wanting me there. That's kind of how my mom felt. And he's just being Jackson. And in a way, I feel like he's being difficult, but we're just trying to remember that he is his own person. But we missed him at Christmas, and AJ missed him a lot as well. Mom too. But Brittany was over. Her boyfriend was over. He's actually in Montana right now. One of his Christmas presents was tickets to go snowboarding. And he's staying there with his uncle, I think, for 5 days. So he was over, and my girlfriends were over, of course. And it was just a beautiful Christmas for what it was. It wasn't traditional in hardly any sense, except the Christmas tree and waking up and seeing AJ open presents. I got mostly money and gift cards. Brittany got me this beautiful basket and it had all these housewares in it, different things. I loved it. And Ryan wants to go out to dinner for a present. We haven't done that. But yeah, Christmas was interesting. But it's okay. I have no regrets about it. The main present was this house to myself and to my son. And that was more important than anything else. But we made sure AJ had a fabulous Christmas and took care of the other kids. We saw Mackenzie too. She's pregnant and she's looking a lot better than what she's looked. Looking healthy, acting right, talking right, and it was really nice to see her. Ryan's dad's been like really ill. We saw him on Thanksgiving. Ryan brought him to Abby's house because Abby's dad really likes him. They play chess together. And I don't know, you guys, it was hard because he was in such bad health with, you know, the oxygen stuff on him. He fell out of a chair when he was sitting in it. He can barely walk. Like, it's really hard. So, oh, and we saw Ryan's sister. She came and dropped off presents for AJ. So, again, it was wonderful. And I'll be happy to get the new year on and move into better days ahead. I don't know. I feel like I've been so consumed in my own life that it's kind of been hard to keep up with some different things. One of my girlfriends came over tonight and tried to tell me a bunch of bullshit. And it's concerning because I feel some of the stuff that's been done and continuing to be done is jeopardizing relationships. And I feel like there's a lot of manipulation involved. And I don't want to say too much due to their privacy, but let me say this. I'm so over it. Like, I just have to live my life. And my saying to Laura many years ago, and now to my daughter and to my other friends and even to Ryan Jackson, your life, your decisions, and your consequences. And we're just going to have to see how that pans out. But I'm not in a really good place with it. I'm trying not to think too much about it. I don't want to say too much about it, except I'm not alone in my feelings. There's other people who feel equally sickened as I do. So that's kind of been weighing on my heart and my mind as well. And that kind of got thrown on me tonight. So, yeah. Ryan, let's talk about Ryan. So he's been very helpful. As you guys saw, he put together the dresser. He actually put together every piece of furniture that I needed put together. The couch, the kitchen table, the chairs, AJ's dresser, my dresser. I think that's it. The chairs, by the way, were the hardest. They were the absolute hardest. They were terrible. The directions were horrible. And you know, all this furniture, before I get back to Ryan, all this furniture is pretty cheaply made. It's basically IKEA furniture, but I'm grateful to have it. I stayed within my budget on getting everything. Obviously, I had my bed. And AJ's bed had to be put together. And what else? I don't know. The coffee table had to be put together too. But I'm proud of it, and just want to be secure in meeting all of my financial obligations and goals, and working as hard as I can to keep the stuff I have nice. You know, AJ's rough on everything, so, you know, no shoes on the furniture, no dirty feet on the furniture, no food on the couch. Just, it's a lot of nagging. But hopefully he understands, like, you know, we want to keep things as nice as we can. And I'm just happy to have some place to call home. And Ryan's 4 blocks that way. And if I need anything, obviously he's close. But I'm just trying to do it. And I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for the year ahead. Changes, maybe. Maybe I'll stay at my job. I don't know. I'm just going to put one foot in front of the other, do the very best I can, and parent AJ in the best ways I can. He's been going to the YMCA. He's been going to the one here next to our house instead of the one next to my work. The one, actually I need a drink. The one next to me is a lot newer, and he loves it. So tomorrow is bouncy house day. Friday is swim day, and I really love him going there. He has 2 male teachers, and he loves them so much. So I've been able to sleep in a little bit later because it's so close to home, and I'm just zipping real quick. My work takes me about 12 to 15 minutes, and then picking him up is a breeze. Usually Ryan picks him up, but yeah, he'll be back in school on the 4th. So anyway, it's getting late. I actually bought a movie. What's that movie called? Let me tell you. I had some gift cards, and I wanted to watch this movie. Who knows if I'll get through it tonight. Thank God they give you like 48 hours. I'm trying to find it. Just one second. Where's my stuff at? What Happens Later with Meg Ryan. So I'm gonna watch that. I waited on the price to drop to $5.99 instead of $20. So I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna get out my clothes, get some Advil PM in me, and try to wake up feeling good for tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for being a Patreon supporter. You know I love you guys. I put a blog post up yesterday. It was quick, but it's just hard trying to get on a schedule. I'm still like trying to do my best to get moved in, get situated, get on the right routines, all of it. So yeah, thank you. And I appreciate every one of you. And if you're a YouTube subscriber as well, or only, thank you guys, because I appreciate you watching these videos. I care about you guys. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. I'll see you really soon. Thank you for letting me ramble on. And let me know your thoughts below. Bye.